When Emily looked at me that evening, her eyes carried a weight I hadn't seen before. We were sitting at the small dining table in my apartment, half-finished plates of pasta between us, when she sighed and reached for my hand. "I need to tell you something," she said, her voice trembling just enough to make my heart lurch. "What's wrong?" I asked, already bracing myself. She swallowed hard. "We need to postpone the wedding. My mom's sick." For a moment, my chest tightened. The wedding was just 3 months away. We'd already booked the venue, sent out the invitations, and paid deposits we couldn't get back. But none of that mattered when she mentioned her mom. I squeezed her hand. "Emily, I'm so sorry." "What happened?" "She hasn't been doing well," Emily explained, eyes darting to her plate. "It's her heart. The doctors say she needs surgery soon, and I can't think about anything else right now." My instinct was immediate and simple, to be supportive. "Of course," I said softly. "Family comes first. We can postpone everything. Don't worry about the money or the plans. I just want you and your mom to be okay." Relief flashed across her face, followed quickly by what looked almost like guilt. She nodded, leaned in, and hugged me tight. Over the next week, Emily stayed with her mom more often than not. She told me she was driving her to appointments, sitting by her bedside, making sure she was comfortable. Whenever I asked if I could visit or bring flowers, she brushed me off gently. She doesn't want guests. It stresses her out. It stung, but I didn't push. A month passed. The wedding planners called, the florist emailed, the photographer asked about rescheduling. I told them all the same thing, postponed indefinitely. Everyone was sympathetic. But as time went on, little things started to bother me. Emily never gave me updates about her mom's condition beyond vague statements like she's still weak or they're running more tests. I offered to call her dad or her brother to check in, but she insisted they were overwhelmed and didn't want to be bothered. Then there was the night I drove by her mom's house after work, just to drop off a basket of groceries. I didn't plan to stay, I just wanted to help. When I pulled up, the house was dark. No cars in the driveway. Nobody home. Confused, I texted Emily, "Hey, are you at your mom's?" "I'm outside." She replied a few minutes later, "Oh, no, I just stepped out for a walk." Mom's resting. That didn't sit right with me. Over the next few days, I started noticing other cracks. She'd say she was at the hospital but wouldn't pick up my calls. She'd come home late smelling faintly of perfume, not hers. And one night, when she left her phone on the coffee table while she showered, a message popped up. It was from someone named Derek. "Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again." My stomach dropped. I didn't want to believe it. I told myself there had to be some explanation, maybe I was overthinking. But when she came out of the shower and saw me holding her phone, the blood drained from her face. "Emily," I said, my voice shaking. "What is this?" She froze. For a long, heavy moment, neither of us spoke. Finally, she whispered, "It's not what you think." But her eyes told me otherwise. The next day, I couldn't concentrate at work. My mind kept replaying that message, her guilty face, her flimsy excuses. I knew I needed the truth. That evening, I told Emily I wanted to see her mom. No more excuses. No more delays. She stiffened. "I told you, she doesn't want visitors." "Emily," I said firmly, "either I see her, or you tell me what's really going on." Her lips trembled. For a second, I thought she'd break down and confess. Instead, she grabbed her bag and stormed out without another word. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something inside me snapped. If she wouldn't tell me the truth, I'd find it myself. The next morning, I called her brother, someone I rarely spoke to directly. He sounded surprised to hear from me but polite enough. After a few minutes of small talk, I finally asked, "How's your mom doing?" There was a pause. "She's fine," he said slowly. "Why?" My heart thudded. Emily told me she's sick. That's why we postponed the wedding. Silence. Then a short, disbelieving laugh. Sick? Our mom's been traveling the past month. She's in Italy right now with her friends. Healthy as ever. The world tilted under my feet. I thanked him numbly and hung up, my hands shaking so hard I almost dropped the phone. So it was all a lie. That night, when Emily came over, I confronted her. I talked to your brother. Her face went pale. He told me your mom's fine. Not sick. Not in surgery. Not even in the country. Tears welled up in her eyes. I can explain. Explain what? I snapped. That you lied to me? That you postponed our wedding because you wanted more time to sneak around with Derek? She covered her face with her hands, sobbing. I didn't know how to tell you. I wasn't ready to get married. I felt trapped, and then I met him, Anne. I felt something inside me shatter. The woman I had planned to marry, the person I trusted most, had fabricated an illness for her own mother just to cover up an affair. Do you have any idea how cruel that is? I said, my voice breaking. To make me worry about your mom? To let me cancel our wedding, deal with everyone's questions, all because you didn't have the courage to tell me the truth? She cried harder, reaching for me, but I stepped back. Don't. Don't touch me. For days afterward, she begged me to forgive her. She sent long texts, showed up at my door, even had friends try to talk to me on her behalf. But I couldn't do it. The trust was gone, burned to ashes. I called the venue, the photographer, the caterer. Told them the wedding wasn't postponed, it was cancelled. Completely. When my parents asked why, I finally told them the truth. They were shocked but supportive. Better to find out now than later, my dad said quietly. Emily moved out of my apartment a week later. I haven't seen her since. Sometimes, late at night, I think about the way she looked when she first told me her mom was sick, eyes full of fake sorrow, voice trembling with lies. And I realize something chilling. I almost married someone who could lie so convincingly, manipulate so deeply, and betray so easily. The pain of that realization still lingers. But so does a strange kind of relief. Because in the end, I didn't just dodge a bad marriage. I dodged a lifetime with someone who thought nothing of twisting love into deceit. And that, I think, is the real story.